Hello friends, welcome back to the web development using PHP session. While developing a web application using PHP, suppose I'm using the Visual Studio Code. Then I have to type the PHP file code. I save it for execution. I have to open the browser. In browser, we write the URL of that web page. Then that request goes to the web server. Web server pass that request to the PHP module. PHP module execute it, prepare the HTML file and give back to the browser via the server. So browser displays that output. Suppose I have to make the change in original file, then I will do the change and save. Then again I have to click the refresh button. At the time of development, such many changes happens in source file. So can we make browser auto refresh so that the web content, dynamic web content which are written in the PHP also get automatically refreshed and the new contents will be shown without clicking the refresh button. Yes, today we are going to check this solution. So let's go for it. It has 4 steps. Step number 1 is in the Visual Studio Code editor, we have to install the live server. So when you will open the Visual Studio Code editor, you will get this toolbox on the left hand side in which you have to use this tool to add the extensions to this Visual Studio Code editor. So when you will click on this, you will get the extension window. Inside that, in a search text box, you have to type which extension you want to install. Now we want to install the live server, so you have to type live server, and as you are typing, you will get the options available to install. Right now, if the live server is already installed, you will get this icon. If it is not installed, you will get the install button here. Okay, if install button appear, click here, it will install. Make sure that internet should on because these extensions will be taken from the internet. Let's check that in Visual Studio Code. So this is the Visual Studio Code. These are the different options. From that, this is the option for extensions. So here you can type live server. Let me type live server. Then you will get the options available. Right now here on this machine, live server is already installed, so it is showing to manage. If not installed, you will get the button like this, install. When you will click on it, it will install the live server. After installation, go to the file in which you want to make the changes. Suppose this is the file. Then write some contents in that file. Now I want to run this. To make this run, see here at the bottom, you will have the go live option. If you will click on this go live, it will start this live server and you will open the browser. See, the live server is started at port number 5500. Remember this live server port number because we have to configure that to the further steps. So this is the step number 1, install the live server and click and start the live server using go live option. Then let's check second step. Step 2 is we have to add one extension to the browser. Let's take an example of Chrome. So you have to open the Google Chrome browser. Then you have to search for live server web extension. After searching this, you will get one option to add the live server like this, and you will get the button add to Chrome. Click on this button, it will add this live server web extension to your Chrome browser. So let's see how it looks like. If suppose I want to use the Chrome browser, then I will open the Chrome browser. I will search for live server web extension. Then it will show me different options. From that, I have to select this live server web extension for Google Chrome. After clicking on this, you will give the option for that extension. Then on this machine already live server web extension is installed, so the button is showing remove from Google Chrome. For first time when you will try to add this extension, you will get here add to Chrome option or to code button. You have to click on that and the live server web extension will be added. How to check it is added or not? After successfully adding the live server web extension, you will get this icon. This is the icon for live server. This is the icon for live server. So this is the second step. This is the second step to install the extension to the browser. So we have installed two things. One is live server with Visual Studio Code with the step 1. Then we have added the live server web extension to the browser. So this first step is running one server, second step is running one browser, will take care of the another server, which is the web server. Now how to make these two synchronize? For that, the third step is you have to make some settings in a Chrome browser, and the settings are for live server. So in the Chrome, you have to click on this icon. After clicking on this icon, you will get the window, this window, live server web extension. You have to make some settings. Firstly, you have to enable live reload. Then you have to check I don't want to set proxy, and you have to set two URLs: actual server at your address and live server address. This live server address is address of the live server where it is running. It is 127.0.0.1, and this is the port number on which the live server is running. And actual address is the address of that page, address of that web page, PHP page which you want to execute. You can type the full URL of that web page. This is the normal URL which we execute in the browser to run that page using Apache server. So let's check. When you will click on this live server, you will get this window. By default, this will be disabled. You have to enable it. Click here, and here you have to type the address. So let's check. This is the file inside the start index.php. So wt php start index.php. This is the total path I have saved, and this is the live server. And then we have to click apply. So these settings will be added to that browser. Now your live server gives the power to this web server to refresh the contents automatically. So this is my code. Now we want to execute the application using live server. So for that, I have to give that total address. The file name I want to run is inside the PHP. There is a start and index.php. So if I type here, it will give me the output. So this is the step 3. Let's go what is the step 4. Step 1, live server. Step 2, live server web extension. Step 3, setting up the extension. And now what is the step 4? See, many times what will happen that even if we make these 3 steps, then also always your web page will not refresh automatically by the browser because of the settings in PHP module. So for this, you have to go to your installation window where the PHP folder is there. In your WAMP or XAMPP PHP folder, inside that you have to open one configuration file php.ini. In that php.ini, you have to disable the cache of that PHP. So for that, in the php.ini, you have to search for opcache. opcache.enable, you have to search for this line and you have to make this value 0. By default, it is 1. What happens if it is 1? The PHP module caches the do the cache of old page. So whenever you will change in the source code, it is not immediately get reflected in the page. If you make it 0, then automatically it will update the content. So this is the step 4. Let's check how it works.
Here we check how to refresh works. If I delete this, it will remove it. If I go for it, it will do it correct. So this is the way which we can use the auto